show you are about to see has been put together by the
Hey, what's up? We're back. We're back. We're back. I missed you guys. That's the number one reason. I miss doing this. And I thought, well, no one else is really streaming right now, right? Maybe I can have a stranglehold. How's it sound? How's it look? You guys all right? It's been a little bit, a little rust. Man, Mark coming in with the right questions. Mark coming. I think that's what got my show canceled. You know, I didn't really disclose that, but what ended up happening, Ashley came after me so hard that I couldn't do it anymore. It's like, you shut down the show, all right, or we're coming after you, bro. It all worked out. We got them. We got our mattresses. Good to see you guys here. Let me say hi to people that are here. Matt's here. What's up, buddy? I want more free shit. Yeah, of course I do. You know, look. It's easy to buy my love. You guys know that. Oh, that's a good question, Steve. We'll find out. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Serato in just a little bit. And you know, the plan for today, we're gonna keep it an hour. Okay? Gonna keep it an hour. Not going any less than that. I can't do it. I can't do any less than an hour. But if you keep me under an hour, you risk the fact that I'm not gonna rant. And I think that we want these rants. Today we're gonna I'll let you know the plan. So everything behind me, by the way, is going to change. I got a whole new thing coming, a whole new background. And so that'll change in the next couple weeks. We're going to do 10 shows. We're going to do 10, and I'll take a little break, and I'll come back and do 10 more. Okay? And we'll just kind of keep that cycle going. And that'll help me stay fresh and, you know, wanting to keep doing this. And I think, you know, it was about 6 months since the last show. And that was too long. But I missed doing this. There's like lots of stuff that was going on, and I felt like, you guys, yeah, I just kind of missed hanging out. It was like my Wednesday. Yeah, I'm back, baby. I'm back. Let's go. Let's go. UK in the house. How we doing? Randy, how's it going? Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about algorithm DJ, which I think is potentially the future. I'll talk about those speakers that I got if you guys want to chat about that. But what I want you to do to help me is in the chat. We'll get to this. What's the wildest thing that happened to you this summer while you were DJing? You want to throw something in the chat, just like a short little recap. Something that happened to you this summer that you're like, what? And I'll share some stuff that happened to me. We'll get into that. We're gonna talk about Serato, but the first thing I want to do is talk about what's buzzing. This is a new segment of the show. What's buzzing? I'm just gonna go through the Facebook groups and try to find stuff that's buzzing, find stuff that you guys are talking about. And Serato was one of them, which is why we are gonna, after we do this segment, we'll go and talk about Serato. And just to, you know, I didn't switch over. I'm just watching what's going on with it. And I know there's the big update, and you guys gotta let me know if you switched over to it or not, if you're holding off. You know, 4.0, they were teasing it a while ago, and it just came out, and it doesn't seem like it came out too smooth. So we'll talk about that. You did order those. Okay. You ordered those new. Yeah, you know what? I meant everything I said in the review. If you haven't watched it, go on and watch that Exciton, those speakers they're making out of China that are very, very similar to EVs. I mean, it's a 15-inch sub, so they're coming after the EV70. You know, I haven't gigged with them yet. I'm always a little worried about taking out budget stuff. However, I had a very expensive microphone act up on me during a very crucial moment. I'll tell you guys that in a little bit too. Okay, well, I gotta get to this real quick because I just saw it. This fall ripped my pants from taint to waist while setting up. Bro, I've done that. It's kind of why I wear the pants I do now. I don't wear dress pants anymore. I got them from Express. You know, it's a waistband that flexes because I flex over the summer. Depending on you know, I usually gain weight over the summer because after weddings, I'm so starving that I usually eat the worst shit when I get home. I stay up till 3 in the morning, and Now, the only thing that I have done that's cutting some calories down, I switched over to THC drinks, which is less calories than alcohol. And yeah, I did. I tore my pants. I was my first wedding. I was as an assistant. I was getting trained, and I didn't have any dress pants at the time, and so I was like, oh, I found like an old suit pants I had, and I put them on. And the DJ and I, we were working together, and we were moving a speaker from the floor to the other room. And as I bent down to grab it, I just heard right up, same exact placement, just right up the middle. I'm like, oh my god. And I know I don't have spare pants. I don't have spare pants in the car. But yeah, I've done that. I've done that. Let me go back up here. Mother of the Bride unplugged me while playing Get Low. 3 songs. What? Mark, unplugged you? Like pulled the power out, bro? Pulled the power out? Was it because she didn't like that song? 3 songs before the end of the wedding. Dude. Oh my God. Would I have. Okay. So that's so bad for your stuff, too. That would have pissed me off. And the nerve. What's going on with people? Here's our first rant. What are we doing out there? What's going on? This isn't how society works. I'll tell you where I think the problem is. You ready? It's the goddamn phones. The customizing of everything's customizable. Oh, what do you want? We'll make it look just like you. Algorithms. Oh, you like this song? We'll play it for you. Right? What are we doing out there? What are we doing out there? We can't get along like this. You can't just get your way. I'm sorry. What happened? I work with kids during the week. They act like this. That's how they act. Some people need to grow up. Oh my God. My first, here we go. My first wedding solo, someone at the wedding during dinner had a heart attack. Oh. Like, so I don't think my buddy Kev's here right now, but he told me that he had a wedding where he never plays the song anymore. Dashboard by the the Meatloaf song, Pale Moonlight or whatever it's called. It's not called that. that's what that's what the Joker says in Batman, man. But he played that song. It's his 8-minute song goes up and down. He had somebody keel over and croak on the dance floor to that song. So having a heart attack, man, that's tough to get back on because you're seeing that happen and you're trying to be professional, but that's a test of, what do you do? And, you got to remain calm. If that happened to me, I would defer to sort of like, it's a medical emergency. Let's everybody, hey, look, you address it. I think the worst thing to do is like pretend it's not happening, Just ignore that guy who's drooling and keeled over. We're going to do the bouquet toss. Don't trip over him. I think acknowledge it. Folks, I think we're all aware that we have a little bit of a medical situation going on here. We just ask for your cooperation. Leave some space for the paramedics to do their thing. We're going to get the party rolling again, but we got to make sure this guy's okay. Hope you all understand. And then just some you do want to put some music on just to kind of make sure the vibe isn't super down. Unless this is like a guest from like table 18 and no one gives a fuck. Just roll them out to the side, right? If it's an immediate family member, then we're, oh. Table 18, like a +1 from table 18. Roll his ass off the dance floor. Put him on a cart. I got to do this bouquet toss. Oh, man. That's so funny. All right. Thanks, bro. Missed you guys, too. So let's do a little what's buzz, and then we'll talk about Serato, just to stay on track here. So here's something I saw over there from Kyle. So you're DJing a company holiday party. Are you going up and eating the food that's been catered? I captured this one because this literally just happened to me. And by the way, guys, if you're not booking yourself some corporate events during this time of year where, I don't know about you, but my last wedding of the season is this Saturday, and then I'm done till January. But I'm wrapping up about 58. Did 58 events this year, but booked a last-minute corporate. And I'm telling you, you get the right company that's got deep pockets, you could make a good chunk of money. doing these things, and it's really easy. So, for example, the one I did, they it was a corporate event. You know, they hired a event planner to plan everything. And then she knew me, so she reached out and I was available. It was a Tuesday night, 2 hours, 6:30, 8:30. I'm like, what's going on? We dancing? Like, no, no, just some background music. We're just hanging. And they're gonna have food and some games and whatever. You're just there. And then they asked on odd request, and I'm curious what you guys would do. Um, so they're not from Minnesota. They asked me if I would dress up like Prince. What are your thoughts on that? I um I didn't have an issue with it. And I did it. And if you saw my Instagram stories, I did it. I ordered a costume and I dressed up like Prince. I didn't do the hair. I just did the whole purple thing. But I did it and it cost me like 80 bucks to get the costume. But it was kind of cool. They were all because these people were all from out of town, they were like walking up to me like, "Hey, can we get a photo?" So they want to take a picture of me because I was dressed like Prince. So I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. However, this plays into this part. So I didn't eat. I had gone from one job to this one, and it was a really long day for me, and I didn't eat. And they brought out some really good looking food, but it was kind of like away from me. And I was on a stage. So I'm on a stage, I'm DJing, and I'm dressed as Prince. And I see all this delicious food over here. And my thought is this. So to answer Kyle's question, yes, I don't mind. I'll go get some food. Also, the people that run the party, they don't care. They want you to eat. They always come up to me anyways, like, hey, grab some food. If you don't eat, they get mad at you. Like, why didn't you eat? So eat, okay? However, I will say this, don't get in line at the beginning. Don't hold up. So my philosophy is I wait till it's sort of like there's nobody there. And when there was nobody there, then I'll go over there and I'll grab a few things and then it's fine. Nobody looks over like, the fuck the DJ doing? Oh my God, he's eating our food. But here's why I didn't go. I didn't walk over there because I was dressed like Prince. I felt a little goofy walking over there. I'd have to roll the sleeves up, and the frill. What if I spilled like barbecue sauce on the frill and now I'm like dirty Prince? So that was the whole thing. I watched all this food and I smelled it. It smelled amazing, but I couldn't get myself the courage to step off the stage and walk over there and dressed up like Prince put Swedish meatballs and carrots on my plate. I don't know what you guys think about that, but that was the one thing that helped me up. I was too worried. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me pull that up. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I agree. It's not a big deal. So I definitely was thinking about doing that. I was going to ask the caterers, hey, you guys want to go grab me a plate before they tore it down. And that was the problem. I was still waiting and waiting. I was like, all right, my plan was I'll wait till the event is over and then I'll walk over there and grab some food. But the caterers cleaned up like 10, 15 minutes before it ended. And I just kind of watched all the food go like, oh, Prince is hungry. I got to get in my little red Corvette with no food. Eat your food? Yeah, eat it up. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Then I saw this. And then I'll go back up. I got one more after this, and I'll go back up. And if you're just joining me, welcome everybody. Oh, there's 50 people here. Cool. What's up? That's a great comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Put your stories in the chat of some wild shit that happened this summer to you. We'll go through those. But this came up. What the hell am I supposed to do with this playlist? I agree with Kevin here. This is crazy. I've never had this happen before. I've never had somebody give me, yeah, hit the like button too. If we're 50 people and we're only 13 likes, we got to get that up. Come on. Thank you. Hit that like. Also shout out to members. Thanks members for being here as well. But have you guys ever seen anything like this before? Like just an artist catalog just dumped in your must play? Like, I get it. Okay, you're a fan. But again, I think like some of you guys, I feel like get in these situations, there's ways to avoid it. All right. I've said this before, but whatever your planning app is or software, if you're using DJ Event Planner or Vibo or whatever, I use Vibo. Oh, you made it. My wife is here. Cool. She's doing a Target run. Hi, babe. Oh, I gotta fix that though. Let me move that up. We're still a little rusty here. We're working out the kinks. What the way you could fix this is my must playlist for my couples is limited to 20. I don't allow any more than that. And I tell them that. I go, this is just you guys telling me your flavor. I don't want you building the night for me. 20 is conventionally speaking, 20 is an hour, right? So I don't want any more than that. But if I got this, I would make fun of them during the call. I'd be like, the hell's going on here, guys? Um, what I think is also the problem is couples don't really know what to do with this thing, right? You tell them, "Hey, give me the songs you like," and I notice this because I'll chat with them, and they're like, "We didn't know what to," because I'll ask them like, "Why the hell is this?" And they're like, we didn't know what to put in there, so we just put whatever. We got drunk one night. They're always doing that. They're on their couch watching Love Is Blind, drinking wine. All right, I don't know why the guy's doing that, but he's sitting there watching that, and they're adding songs and then what they're probably doing is as they add one, the algorithm's like, you probably like this one. I'm like, yeah, I heard of that one. Ding, 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 ding. So what I would do in this case is I would just talk to the couple like, guys, this is ridiculous. Nobody is going to want to do this. And also like, there's only really like a handful of, in my opinion, wedding Drake songs that you can play. He's always in the 70, BPM range. And it's just, when I do a set like that, I kind of hang there and then that's it. But I can't, I just, I'm not even that big of a fan. So this would drive me nuts either. I like Drake, but Jesus Christ, that's a lot of Drake. So, Kevin and you guys, if you're using planners I would say just limit what your couples can do. And what you're doing by that also is you're avoiding issues like this. And then I think you're kind of letting your couple know, I got this. I don't need your help in building the dance set. Let me take care of that. That's what my specialty. I just want to know what you guys like. And that's what I tell them. If they don't give me anything, I'll have couples go, we just fully trust you, Aaron. And I love that. But I also I need a little direction because that's just so vague. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I've been hung out to dry in those situations. And tell me if you guys agree with this. I I think sometimes those parties are the ones where the couples don't even dance that much anyways. So you're kind of in for it when it comes to that. But I just thought that was interesting. And then my last thing here is this guy right here. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I just wanted to do a little service announcement that if if you or somebody that you know has been ripped off by Tyler Wallace, you might be entitled to some money. Jeez. All summer long with that. I met him once. I think he's been on here before. Mark, I know you're a victim. Um, because when this came on, and this guy, first of all, drilled holes in his EV70s, and that's crazy. I'd be so nervous. I mean, you immediately void the warranty. So if anything happens, you can't send that back. Be like, the hell is going on with the holes in your thing, guy? Um, but he wanted to hang his lights on the top of his speaker, and I kind of want to talk about this as well. Oh, you did? Mark got his thing. I don't know what was going on with that. I was entertained by it. I'm not gonna lie, and we're not gonna talk too much about this because whatever. I don't give a fuck. But um, I was entertained by it. It seemed like every day there's something, and I know one guy, Brian, and he's in here a bunch too. I mean, he's getting ripped off, and the guy started a 3D printing company, and then just couldn't keep up with the orders, and you just heard the same excuse every time, like it was always shipping or it's coming out tomorrow, bro. It's coming out tomorrow. Never did. I don't understand. You can have these guys come to your house and pick stuff up. You know? I get it. Like, if I started a company, I'd never ship anything, but that's what you got to do. You have to. Otherwise, you're just limiting yourself to your area. Just open up a brick and mortar. Um, but it seems like things have subsidized a little bit. Not subsidized, have calmed down. So it looks like maybe he caught up. Well, I mean, yeah, I know. It was look, I think if you started something and it just like blew up immediately, and I know 3D printing is tough because it takes a long, long time still to make something. So I get that. And probably what I would have done is if it was me, I probably would have put a back, had a bunch of inventory ready to go, to keep up with current orders. And then as those orders are being fulfilled, then you make in the background. So you try to keep on top of it. But I also know like you don't want to store a whole garage full of shit no one buys. Yeah, I know. I mean, because there's some cool stuff there. I don't like this look though. I'm not gonna lie, Mark. I don't know what you did with yours, but I don't like lights on top of speakers. I don't know. That's just me, but I don't particularly like that look. I did get that both spider light. No, it's not up here, but they sent that to me, and I'll review that in a little bit. Those things are cool. Those things are cool. If my couples aren't buying up lights, I didn't really have an option. So what I was doing is just taking like 4 Ape Labs with me and just turning them on during the dance. But these are like my option now. So if my couples don't order up lighting, then I'm bringing these because I just set them on the floor behind me, and I point up because they're bright. If you haven't seen, they look like this. I don't know if that's it or not. Is that it? Is that the spider light? What? No, my Chauvet wash. Okay, so it's the both lighting version of this is what I got, and I'll do a review on it. But they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid, and it's not the same. The one thing I miss about Ape Labs when I don't have them is I can really sort of like the music or the lights really go with the music, and I like that because I'll play with that. Like when I do a drop, I'll throw it in music mode instead of it just blinking, which is what these do. It'll kind of it'll go around. So nothing really beats Ape Labs. That's my go-to. Is that it? Did you Mark, you killed his business. Is it is it really gone? Is that it? Oh, maybe took it down. That might be I think that was the smartest thing to do. To wrap it up, guy, it wasn't working. I think you're making more enemies than friends with that. And I guess I mean, now you guys know if anybody wants to start a business, just send them their shit when they pay for it within a reasonable amount of time. I don't like waiting either. So I don't blame you guys for getting upset. I hate waiting. If something comes out, I want to have it. Don't make me wait for it. All right, let's talk about Serato. No, I'm not switching. Virtual DJ. And I look, I watched the videos. I watched Mojack's his teaser, and then I watched his new one, which is what made me want to talk about this. You guys gotta let me know if you're a Serato user. Just say I am. Okay, in the chat, if you are a Serato user, say I am. If you are a Serato user and you updated to 4.0, say I am. I did. Okay. Sounds very culty, but that's what we're gonna do. That way I know if you guys have done it or not. And 4.0 is a big deal. It looked like they did some upgrades that were way, way overdue in terms of interface, adding the right click. I forgot that you couldn't right click in Serato. That was so irritating. Oh, there we go. I got some I ams and some I dids. I am, I did. Okay, yeah, I am, I did. If you are a Serato user and you upgraded to 4.0. Okay, so as those fly in, I can see, okay, lots of you guys upgraded too. Has there been any problems? What should we say for that one? I am, I did, there is. Okay, I am, I did, there is. There's been a problem or you notice something going on. Now, when Mojax was talking about his, I don't know if you guys watched his 4.0 video. For the most part, he seemed to like everything that was going on in it. And I like the improvements. I like that they added ratings. The emoji thing, I feel was like, which intern did you let get that idea in? What Gen Z person was in that meeting or Gen X or whatever, and they were like, oh, it'd be great if instead of stars, you could put like a little ghost emoji. If it's like a scary song or something. Yeah. Did you get all the coffee or yeah, coffee's here. Yeah, we only got 2 and we ordered 8. Oh, right? They don't do nothing right. They don't do nothing right. So the emoji thing was a little bit, I don't know. It seemed like I felt like you guys would be like, would never use that. All right, I got out my first there is. I did, there is. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look at that. Let's put that up on the screen. There is stems effects doesn't work every time. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Gen Z, right? I'm talking about Gen Z. Some 20-year-old walking in and going, you know what would be great is if instead of a star, which is kind of meh, let's do emojis. I don't know. Why can't you click on a track and preview it in your headphones before you load it in a deck? How about we do that? I use that feature all the time. All the time. And prepare needs to be, so my favorite parts of virtual is I can have two lists up at the same time. You guys have no idea how, if you're not using virtual, I literally have two up the entire time. What I'll do is I'll make my couples list. So what I have, I mean, I'll do a video on this at some point, but what I have is ceremony songs in a playlist. So I have their names, and then underneath there's the sub list, right? Ceremony, reception. In the reception are all their songs, like their specialty dances with parents. I have a song in there that's my background music when I'm making announcements, for example. And then I have a song in there when in between speeches. So in between speeches, when someone is done, I will play the instrumental version of "It's a Wonderful Life" from Meet Joe Black soundtrack. It's just this nice in between thing, so that when they're passing the mic and hugging, it's not just quiet. Because applause only lasts for like 2 seconds, and then if they do it, if they clap, I sometimes have to get on there and tell them to clap. So shout out to my buddy Benny who told me this. He has been, he kind of told me what he does before speeches, and ever since I talked to him, I do this now. And what I'm doing is I'm setting the expectation of how we're going to behave during this part, because adults don't really know what to do. You would think it would be obvious that during this part of the night, we're not going to talk. We'll listen. When they're done, we will clap for them. But that won't happen unless you tell them, especially the talking part. Have you guys, and up until that point, I've had to get on the mic a couple times and just nicely go, "Hey, folks, as part of courtesy to those that are speaking, we're going to ask that we kind of keep the chatter off." Why the hell do I have to say that? So now I set an expectation. Hey, everybody, here we're going to get ready for speeches. Here's the plan. I'm going to introduce each person that's going to talk. Once they get to the mic, we're going to show them courtesy or whatever. I can't remember. And not talk while they're giving their speech. When they've wrapped up, they may ask us to raise a glass and take a drink. If so, we'll do that. Put your glass down, and then let's give them a round of applause. So by doing that, it lets everybody know what to do when the speech is done. And while they're applauding, I'll have that song playing. Anyways, underneath that is their requests. And then, so what I'll have is I have my crates that I pull up that I want to if I'm in a genre, or I have my opening set. Excuse me. And I'll have my crates here and then their requests on the right, split screen. That way, as I'm going through, I can pepper in their requests along the night. I don't know why they don't do that. I don't know why they don't do it. Yeah, the side list. It's the side list. It's the best feature of virtual, and it was like one of their main reasons to jump over there. But I will say this: I'm hoping that auto mix just gets a little bit better, and I only need that for dinner and cocktail. Sometimes I'll play it, even if I have it set to smart or whatever. There's times where the last song will end, and for me, it feels like an eternity. In between songs, if there's more than like half a second in between the next song, I get anxious. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I cannot stand dead air, right? I won't have it. So I think there's some room for improvement there, where one song ends and the next one begins. And they even have a feature where it like cuts off the beginning and the end, but it's still not perfect. Sorry. I might be getting sick right as we're talking. I didn't sleep very well last night. I had a terrible headache. Please pause your conversations is my goal. That's great. That's a nice way to say that. That's a nice way to say that. I don't think clapping is necessary for toast. They're drinking right after. Well, I might push back on that. Really? So someone's done. So let's raise a glass to Tammy and Jeremy. May they have a great rest of their life. Thank you. Okay, next is the best man. You see how awkward that was? I think you need something. I think we need to clap. Um, the clapping is more for the people that are doing the toast because they're nervous as hell. I think they need that. So I would say let's go for that. Yeah, street drinks gave me COVID. I know. I didn't even have one last night. I just did not sleep very well last night. Um, did you adjust the auto mix to have more transition time? I think so. Maybe I have to look at that. But yeah. So and then the thing that I know Mojack said the most was that not being able to filter through your crate list. That's kind of crazy to me too. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But let me go back up here just to see if anybody else was having issues with their Serato. No problems yet. 2019 MacBook. Oh, bro, you're gonna wanna update soon. I would think. VDJ making his bitch. I kind of agree with that comment right there. I'll take that take. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would say if you got it 2019, it might be time to upgrade that laptop. What would make me nervous running something that old is like with anything, and Apple does this. I think they knew I walked into the store. By the way, did anybody get the new 17? I'm really upset. They don't make the max version of the regular now. I always get the max, like the plus, the bigger one. They don't make that for the regular, not pro one. That drives me. They get you addicted. So I didn't upgrade. And by the way, don't ever go into your carrier and upgrade your phone. Oh my God, did this place try to fuck me? I went in there and they were like, all right, we're going to give you $700 worth of credit towards your new phone. Okay. When we get your old one. Yeah. All right. Well, what if I pay in cash? Okay. And then I say, okay, well, I like to upgrade every year. And they were like, well, if you upgrade next year, because that $700, we don't give it to you in one chunk. We're giving you $20 a month for 3 years. What? Yeah, it's $20 a month for 3 years. So if you upgrade your phone to the next one, then you owe us the rest of the $700. No, 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 no. No, just give it to me today. No, we can't do that. Why? Give it to me today. No. I'm giving you my phone and you're giving me the new one. I'm giving you cash today. You don't got cash? You don't got $700 in the drawer? Now, we like to spread that out. Can you imagine? Can you imagine booking an event and the couple's like, could we pay you $20 a month for the next 3 years? Sure. I know there's some desperate people out there that would take that. Getting a little too thirsty out, a little too desperate out there, taking a payment plan. Now, I have done that in the past, but my payments are due the week before the event. Because I know I'm Italian and I'll get my money. I'll get my fucking money. I'll break your legs. Your cousin? Yeah, he ain't going to college. Right? I want to get paid. Get me paid. That was the most ridiculous thing. I walked right out of that store. I felt good. I love walking out of stores when I don't feel like I'm getting a deal. I'm not getting ripped off anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, I do the same thing, bro. I like to go up there and just chat with them. How you feeling? How you doing? Just remember, everyone loves you out there. You can't mess up. This guy might. I point to the best man, but you can't. Maid of honor. What just happened? Oh. I this just happened a couple weeks ago. Like, I had a bridesmaid that was so nervous, and I was so nice to her. Walking up, how you feeling? You all right? Hey, you're gonna do great. It's good. You got your notes. Stick to your notes. hold the mic like this. I'll get everyone hyped up for you. I'll wrap it up for you. You're doing a fantastic job. I looked her in the eye. You can't mess up. Everything's going to go great. Thank you so much. Then she, like, after all that, she was like a total pain in the ass during the dance. Just coming up, requesting bullshit. I'm like, hey, remember how nice I was to you? You're pissing me off. I forgot about that. I'm like, you know what? After all I did for you, and you're going to be a total. Anyways. Okay. So I guess as of right now, we'll just kind of wait and see what's going on with Serato. They able to fix some of the problems they have, update them. Oh, the other issue I have with them is I didn't even know this until I watched Mojack's video, is that you can only use one streamer at a time. So if you're Beat Source and Tidal, you can't have those both up at the same time. Why? Why? I can do that in virtual. You could do that in DJ algorithm. What's going on? Why are they always so far behind? That's irritating. I might switch. I might add Beat Source to my thing too, especially if some of the editors are moving over there. But right now I'm just Tidal. But that would drive me nuts. Only one streamer at a time. And by the way, I'm only streaming. Everything is offline, you know. But it is nice because some of those songs that I never heard of, either on their dance list, or if I can't get it in a record pool, then I'll grab it. Or, you know, first dances, or a lot of times it's the parent dance, unless they're doing My Wish, which is like every other week. Yeah, I know they can do that. That's just what's so crazy to me. You know what? If that was my contribution to pop culture, then I'll take it. We don't have to put up with shit. Hey guys, you don't have to. You don't have to. Walk out of the room. I've walked out of car dealerships before. I can tell. And the reason why I can walk out is because, oh my God, did I get fleeced? I don't think I ever told you guys this story. When Amy and I moved to Florida, I really wanted to get. I'm just going to tell you. I wanted to get a Mini Cooper. Something about it. I just wanted it. That I like driving a stick. I wanted a little car. I wasn't a DJ, so I didn't need a big car. Well, and she can attest to everything here. I literally walked into a dealership. I went on a test run. As I'm doing the test run, the shifter comes off the car. I may have told this story. Shifter comes off the car. The air conditioner doesn't work. There's a crack going right through the middle of the windshield. My seat doesn't go back. And the guy next to me is like, oh, it's fine. It'll be all right. Now, when all those things are happening, those are red flags. But your boy, I get real focused sometimes on something that I want, and I can talk myself into it even if it looks lousy. Now, this was me 10 years ago. I will say I'm better at this now a little bit. I still am that. I'm still bad when it comes to something I want. Then I will make excuses like, well, you know, yeah, you know, the shifter pops off. No problem. I'll just keep a stick with me just in case, you know. I was talking her into it. Gave this guy's $4,000, signed papers. I left the dealership. As I was driving to my house, which was about 40 minutes away, I go over 60 and the car shuts down. It stops on the highway. I had to pull over into an exit ramp, and Amy's behind me with my 4-year-old daughter. What's going on? The car just stopped. Well, I realized after that point, I could no longer drive over 60 with this car or it would shut down. I took it into a mechanic, and they looked at it and they're like, Jesus Christ, what did you pay for this? I'm like, $4,000. Like, yeah, we need about $8,000 worth of work. They're like, you're not driving this, are you? I'm like, I am driving this. Like, the axles are all cracked. It was the worst I've ever been ripped off in my entire life. And I drove it into a dealership, and I traded it in for $400. I learned my lesson. So walk out. Walk out. Walk out. All right, last thing I want to talk to you guys about is and we'll be done. We got 10 minutes left here. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. We're back, baby. We're back. 65 here. That's great. All right. I'm having fun. You guys having fun? Hit that like button if you're here and you're having a good time. I appreciate you guys. We've got 10 minutes left. Less than that. I'll talk about, and I want your input on this as well. Our 2025 hits of the season. This will I'll create a little a clip of this, and I'll drop this. 2025 hits of the season. What were your now? What I mean is not old songs. I'm talking about like the songs that came out this year that worked on your dance floor. And then the one I was gonna pick, I don't think it came out in 2025. And I'm gonna sound like an idiot here, but did Pink Pony Club come out in 2025 or is that 2024? You guys let me know. Because that was the biggest song of the year for me. Pink Pony Club. Let's figure this out. When did this one come out? I'm gonna go to album. What the fuck? 2023? It's got 1 billion hits on Spotify. 2023? All right. It's 23. That came out in 2023. Jeez. So do we not have any hits this year? On my list, I also have Man Child, Sabrina, and APT. But whatever. Those are the ones that the most recent ones. And then recently, I guess I would throw in the Taylor Swift song. What is it one? What is it called? Ophelia or whatever. Not Opalite, which I'm predicting Opalite is our big hit next year. So my predictions, and you guys tell me what you think your predictions are. My predictions for 2026. Yeah, I know Gold. I know like I wonder it's still on the top 10. Golden. Next year I'm thinking Daisies, the Bieber song. If someone gets a really, oh shit, really? Okay. Oh my god. So that one's off. Man Child at least came out this year. I know that one, and that one was not even that great. I mean, I had a couple times where I would play it and the dance floor would be into it. So all the songs on my 2025 list are not 2025. All right. Next year, I'm predicting Daisies, Opalite, and I think we're gonna see a little bit more Tate McRae. I think Tate McRae, she's gonna be. I think she's gonna really pop. I think she's gonna really pop. She's such an interesting artist to me. I feel like she's like a viral artist, but not a mainstream artist. Like do you ever hear any of her songs on the radio? It's her and somebody else I always get mixed up with. It's Tate McRae, and what's the other one? There's another girl that looks exactly like her, sounds like her. Who is the one I'm talking about here? Oh, it's her name. She's not in the band. It's two girls that are exact. I feel like they're interchangeable. If you wanted to. Yeah, that wasn't. What were your hits this year, guys? Then what were your hits? 2025 was not a hit. Yeah, especially for hip hop. Nothing new came out that I played. Yeah, but she seems. Yeah, I agree. But she's dinner music. I added her stuff to dinner. APT lyric sounds like when you have hair stuck on your tongue. Yeah. Ordinary. I found a 128 version of that one too. I think that'll be pretty big next year. So if you could find I found a dance cut version of Ordinary. We'll see. It was kind of shitty, right? For music, it just wasn't great. Like I'm even going through. So I have pulled up, if I go to Spotify and I'll pull up the and then the other thing was, you guys see that AI guy breaking Rust, the country guy? It's AI. He had a song that charted. I thought it was terrible. And I'm not against AI songs, you know that. Yeah, the top 40. Show me top 40. Give me top. Okay, hold on. Top 40. 2025. Top 40 2025. APT, The Fate of Ophelia, Eyes Closed, Die with a Smile. That one's not even. Birds of a Feather. That wasn't this year. Beautiful Benson Boone, Ordinary, Espresso. That wasn't this year. Wildflower, Flowers? Miley Cyrus? Is that Blue? Are you talking about? Did David Guetta do Ordinary? I think it's the one I have. Hold on, let me look. All right, what's the one I have? I got it on DMS. Ordinary, DJ, Dark Remix, Short Edit, hooks and drops only. So if you have DMS, you can grab that version, and it's 123. It's 123. I think it's pretty rare for hits of the BMW to go Wedding Dance. Oh, I know. People want familiar stuff. Take some time. I agree. But we have to. But there's songs like Shabuzi that come out and Hot to Go that come out that year and are fire on the dance floor. But you're right. I think it's rare that we get any more than maybe like one or two. All right. That's it. Let's wrap up. What did we? Let's see if I can still do this. It's probably gonna be too loud. I want to play my end song show, but I think it's gonna be too loud. Oh, there we go. What did we learn today? We learned that Aaron got ripped off. Don't buy a Mini Cooper. Serato needs to catch up. Even with the update 4.0, I still think they're falling behind. We learned that if you're gonna open up a business, you gotta deliver your stuff. Make sure you ship your shit. Let's keep that. Let's keep the gossip flowing. Thanks everybody. Hit that like button if you're here and you had a good time. Happy Wednesday. I got my last wedding this Saturday, so we'll do a little recap next week. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. I hope you had fun. Turn it down a little bit. All right, we'll turn it down a little bit. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much, and we'll be back next week. Peace out.